So before we end today, Chris, I would like to ask you one last question. So, you mentioned that the Republicans need to work harder. We'll have to push some of the candidates or some of the citizens to do more towards not only voting, but actually running for office and so forth. But there are quite a few Republicans who are actually Republicans in name only. And even though they may be labeled from the outside as a Republican, but when you look into their actions or their history for the last year or two, they all kind of are aligned with the left party. So how do we, if you can tell citizens, voters, how can they be on the lookout so that when they go to the polling stations, that they differentiate between a true Republican and a Republican who is a name only?
I don't have the straight answer on that because I'm still trying to figure this out myself. But what I can say, the reason that I'm putting my time into Freedom Matters Action Group rather than going into the political route is because by this position, the one thing about Freedom Matters Action Group, okay, this group of parents and citizens, they are not confined by the tenets of political correctness, right? If we live in the lines of political correctness, which is the intellectual battleground that we are living on today. And when we do political correctness, that means that the left is setting the terms of battle. We're playing in their field, right?
Right.
So you have to violate political correctness. You have to step outside of it and say what you truly believe. And so with Freedom Matters Action Group, what we do is we say actually what we believe. And we're not concerned if we violate some leftist speech code, right? So the question is, that's the litmus test for these Republicans. We need to look for the people that go against the grain, the Rand Pauls of the world, the Jim Jordans of the world, the men who in their heart have vociferously fight for the country. And I think we can sort of identify those people.